Hello all, welcome to my channel. In case you are watching for the first time, this is a channel on engineering studies focusing mainly on electrical and electronics engineering. Please check description link for more videos. Also please like, share and subscribe. Do click on bell icon to get notified as I upload new videos on every week. I also have one more channel related to competitive examination preparations. Please support it by sharing with your friends. You can find the link in the description box. Welcome to the playlist of training on competitive examination, especially the technical examinations such as various state PSC level, SSC, IES, GATE examination, etc. So this is the 36th part. I have uploaded till 35 part. The video links are available in the description box. Please go through the particular video link and get the information. So in this video, I'll be discussing the most important multiple choice questions which can be expected for various competitive examination in the field of power electronics. First of all, I request you to go through the basics of DC to DC converter, then rectifier, power rectifiers, okay, then fundamentals of power switches. Then the session will be really helpful. In this video, I am mainly focusing on few questions related to power electronics. First, I would like to request you to go through the individual questions and the marks the right answer. First of all, you please go through each and individual questions and options and find out your appropriate answer according to you, which is the right answer. Actually, 5 questions are given. So this is the first question and you can pause the video and find out the right answer. Afterwards, you can go ahead with the self-evaluation. So this question is related to power switch. Identify which is the right answer. And question 4 that is related to power rectifier. Please go through the portion power rectifier by using power diode and identify the right combination. And question number 5 that is also similar to power switch. Identify. You have to understand what is triac, what is gate turn off thyristor, what is power MOSFET, all those things. Then I think you can able to answer it conveniently. You have to verify how much score you are able to get. However, I will be discussing the first question. The input voltage VDC of a buck boost converter shown below varies from 32 to 72 volt. Assume that all the components are ideal. Inductor current is continuous. Okay, it is in the continuous conduction mode and the output voltage is ripple free. No need to consider the percentage ripple. The range of duty ratio D of the converter for which the magnitude of steady state output voltage remains constant at 48 volt. Okay, this is a question. Here, you have to understand what is a buck boost converter. Buck boost converter is a type of DC-DC converter. So if the duty cycle is above 50%, the converter will act as boost mode. If the duty cycle is below 50%, then it will act as a buck mode. Okay, that is a peculiarity of buck boost converter. Here, remember that output voltage must be how much? 48. It is a constant voltage, 48 volt. So what might be the input voltage range? Input voltage will be varying from 32 volt to 72 volt. 72 volt. First, let us consider the input voltage is 32. Okay, so I'll be opening a new screen. 1 minute. You can able to observe. Okay, so first of all, we have to consider the output. Output voltage is equal to 48. It is constant. And the input voltage that is varying from 32 to 72. Let me write V in 32 volt to 72. You have to consider the first case, case 1. Input is 32. Input is 32 volt and the output is 48. What type of converter is this? So buck boost converter will act as a boost mode. Okay, let me consider input is lesser than output voltage. Here, this converter will act as boost mode. Now you have to write the relation of the gain formula, voltage gain formula of buck boost converter. V0 by Vd is equal to, what is the formula? D divided by 1 minus D, where D stand for duty cycle. Okay, implies, what is V0? 48. 48 divided by 32. That is equal to duty cycle, D divided by 1 minus D. You have to perform cross multiplication. That means 48 minus, you have to speed up the answer. Okay, try to do it very fastly. 48D, that is equal to 32D. Okay, now segregate the value of D. That means 48 is equal to 48 plus 32 means 80D. Correct? 80D. From this, you have to calculate D. D is nothing but 48 by 80. 48 by 80. You can calculate how much it is. 48 by 80. So you can able to write the fraction that is equal to 3 by 5 divided by 60. 3 divided by 5. 3 by 5. So this is actually the boost mode. Okay. When duty cycle is equal to 3 by 5. So remember this. Let me rub the remaining portion. Let me erase the remaining portion. Let me discuss the second case. So what might be the second case? Second case, the output voltage is constant. What is the output voltage? The required output voltage is 48 only. But what is the input voltage? Input voltage is 72. So I have to convert 72 volt to 48 volt. Here the converter will act as buck mode. So what is the formula for voltage gain? V0 by Vin equal to 48 by, D by 1 minus D. D by 1 minus D. Here output voltage is 48. Let me write it as 48 divided by 72. That is equal to D by 1 minus D. 48 by 72, can it be written as 2 divided by 3, because 24 is a common factor. 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is equal to D by 1 minus D. Do the cross multiplication and you can able to calculate the duty cycle. So let me directly write the answer, because don't spend much more time for simplification. So you should get the answer as 2 by 5. 2 by 5. So now let us consider the two cases. Please go through the two cases. The first case is a duty cycle. When it operates as a boost mode, the duty cycle is 3 by 5. When it operates as a buck mode, duty cycle is equal to 2 by 5. So what might be the range of duty cycle? The duty cycle is vary from 2 by 5 less than or is equal to D less than or is equal to 3 by 5. So this is the right answer. Now go through the options. So I would like to close this. I wanted to clear the screen. This is your answer. Let me remove the remaining portion. So try to answer it fastly, because don't wait more time for simplification. Okay, these kind of questions can be expected for especially GATE examination. Now I have to click on the proper answer. Now let us see the option which is the right answer. So look at this. The right answer for this particular question, you have to find out. See, we have already solved. The duty cycle is vary from 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. So 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. I should go ahead with the option A. Option A is the right answer. Okay, these kind of questions can be expected for in the various competitive examination, especially technical examination in the area of power electronics. So second question, the power electronic converter shown in the figure has a single pole double throw. That means SPDT. This is your SPDT switch, correct? The pole P of the switch is connected alternatively to throw A and B two positions. The converter will act as. So what is a converter? Obviously, the converter will act as the buck mode. So you have to study the working of DC to DC buck converter or DC step down chopper. So this is actually the working of chopper. Okay, this part will act as a filter. Okay, you can remember. This is actually the DC to DC buck converter. Let me discuss the third question. The figure shows in the composite switch comprises of a power transistor, power BJT, in series with a diode. Assume that the transistor switch and the diode are ideal. The IV characteristics of composite switch. Composite means combination of more than one switch. That means the diode, power diode will act as one switch. And this is actually the power diode, and this will be the power transistor. So what might be the characteristics? Okay, so remember that it will operate the first and second quadrant. So I have to go ahead with C. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, both the transistor and the diode combination, if I connect in this manner, both are in series fashion, then the characteristics you will be obtaining in the first and second quadrant. So please study the characteristics of power diode and power transistor. Okay, I'll prepare a separate video in the area of power electronics. I have already started. There are 35 videos in my power electronics playlist. You can visit the power electronics playlist, and till power MOSFET I have covered, power BJT is yet to cover. Okay, you can able to check the power characteristics of power diode. The diode characteristics is already available in my playlist. You can able to visit that. Okay, links will be available in the description box. Question number 4. Correct full wave rectifier circuit is. Okay, what is a correct full wave rectifier? This is actually incorrect because see the combination. So this combination is improper. So this is not the right answer. Look at this. Here also the combination is incorrect. So this portion is also incorrect. Now we have two options, which would be the right answer. See, look at this. So this is actually the right combination. I would like to go ahead with option C, but this is incorrect. So I have to click on option C. Option C is the correct answer. I think it is clear to you. Now let me discuss question number 5. 4 powered semiconductor devices are shown in the figure along with the relevant terminals. The devices that can carry DC current continuously in the direction shown when gate current is approximately, which is the right answer, because both are controlled device, because then only we can able to apply the gate current and we can able to control. Remember that which is the right combination. Okay, thyristor, see, thyristor which will perform the same operation. The device or devices that can carry the DC current continuously in the direction shown when the gate current is approximately is or are, because it may be either two devices or single device. Identify the right combination. Anyway, thyristor is actually absolutely right. But a triac will perform. Thyristor will control only unidirectional, single direction. So I can ignore the option. Thyristor is actually not applicable. So let me see the GTO. GTO is a special case. We can able to control and turn on and turn off by using the gate. It's also not applicable. Now what are the devices remaining? See. So triac. Triac is an anti-parallel connection of two SCR. It's a bidirectional device. Even MOSFET is also possible. Controlling is possible. So better option is the triac and MOSFET. I have to go ahead with the option C. Okay. So this is actually the right answer. Clear? Okay. So if you are having any questions, you can put up in the comment box. Definitely, I will revert back. Okay. And I would like to thank you for watching this video, and please share the video with your friends, those who are really preparing for various competitive examinations. If you want to start with any new subject, you can inform me. You can put up in the comment box. Even you can visit my one more channel, which is mainly focusing on the school level science classes as well as competitive examination, namely Winners Capsule. Even those who are preparing for BDS, NEET, MDS, such kind of competitive examination, this will be really helpful for you. Okay. So finally, thank you very much for